My name is Aaron. This is Lineup Therapy, a show that solves your sports problems. So, are we all destined to become gambling addicts? Because get ready for an onslaught of gambling ads this Super Sunday. So, here's what I'm doing Super Sunday. Because I like to watch commercials just like anybody else. I'm human, I'm a person that has feelings and blood and stuff. I'm going to count the number of gambling ads I see compared to the total number of ads that are actually run, and then report the statistics next week live here on recorded video for you, my dedicated audience. Thank you for watching, by the way, because I have a feeling that my prediction is at least 50% of all commercials run during the Super Bowl, from kick to end, are going to be about gambling. BetMGM, DraftKings, FanDuel, Prize Picks, all the ones that are just kind of stuck in my head. I just see them in my head with their celebrity endorsements. And it's so easy to get started gambling, and it's so much fun. You win money, you win prizes. It's just a blast to gamble. And honestly, it is a blast to gamble. But you know what isn't a blast? Is losing all your money to gambling. You know what isn't fun? Is getting addicted to gambling. And you need to do it. Because, yeah, turns out gambling is addictive. And these advertisements make it seem like that doesn't even exist. They throw up they read really fast at the end of the commercial, the little disclaimer that says, if you have a gambling problem, please call 888-787-4595 and talk to a trained therapist. And they put the entire burden on you, the gambler, the degenerate gambling some bitch, to deal with your gambling addiction. And the corporation, the big money maker, the billion-dollar companies take no responsibility whatsoever. They just gloss over that fact. That's the problem that I have with the ads. That's a major sports problem. And it's only going to get worse because gambling is going to become legal in more and more states. And without, proper regulations on how you can advertise, what you can advertise, how frequently you can advertise, where you can advertise, who you can advertise to, it's just going to get worse. And it maybe come to the point when you're watching sports is that's all you see is gambling ads. Because honestly, it's about at that point right now. That's about all I see on Sunday when I'm watching a game, which is why I watch the Red Zone channel. And you should too, because they don't run ads. I mean, you catch an ad here and there, but by and large, it's ad free. So if I was like God mode in charge of sports and the advertising that goes into sports and just, gambling in general, like God of gambling regulations or whatever, I would make it so you just can't run ads. You can't run ads, at least not like the ads that you're running. You can't have celebrity endorsements. You can't have just paint the picture of it so easy and so much of a lock for you to win. And it can't be just like luring people in. It's like a trap. It is like predatory uh, gambling stuff. It's really kind of disgusting. But this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. So if you're sitting at home and you're watching your sports, your Super Bowl, and you're thinking about licking a lollipop and taking a hit of cocaine, feel free. But don't gamble. Don't get addicted to gambling. And the ads are going to try and lure you in with ridiculous offers of free money, free money. If you just gamble your life savings away, we'll give you some free money to gamble with. Don't do it. Don't get hooked on gambling. It can be a fun hobby, but if you got an addictive personality, it might be best to stay away. That's one thing that you don't want to be addicted to. I've known gambling addicts. I lived in Vegas for 10 years, and there's a lot of degenerate gamblers who live there, who work in the casinos and bars, And they are real pieces of shit. Fun to be around when they're winning and when they're drunk, but they are miserable when they're losing. And guess what? Most of the time they're losing. That's the reality of gambling. So enjoy the game and all the commercials and just skip past the gambling ones if you can. Better record the game with the commercials. You can watch the good ones, fast forward through the gambling ones. Don't even have to watch them.